All right, everyone, let's do a singles read. I thought we'd do one. You know, we're close to the holidays. Everybody got holiday parties to go to. There's a thing here in the energy where we're seeing it a lot in the soulmate cycle readings, where the DF side of things, the non-runner, if you will, their frequency has come up, or what the kids like to call vibration. Your higher vibration these days, radiating Empress energy, things along those lines. And that makes you kind of a bullshit detector. You know, the low vibrational energies can't get through to you. You're in a kind of a situation where you've learned a lot from the soulmate cycle, and you're kind of like Roy Scheider's character in Jaws 2, where he's got that line where he says, I'm not going to go through that hell again. You know, it's like that. You know, you just kind of question things a little bit more, but not really. You just sort of feel your way through it with your intuition and things like that, with your higher vibration like you guys are. And I think that's going to bode well for you in the outside the soulmate cycle. We know from my Q1 reading, we got a lot of geese in the air with the Lover's card. It's not just two, it's a flock. So soulmates are, new soulmates are getting in through the wall of the soulmate cycle. So let's pull a singles read. Let's see. We're flying outside the soulmate cycle. Your runner's not showing up here. Okay. We'll see what's we'll see what's around you. We'll see what's coming in. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it, and there's a whole playlist of these. You're all snowflakes here when I fly outside the soulmate cycle. It makes the reading difficult, but so I have to be general, but you're all moving at different speeds, so maybe another singles read is sort of where you're at. I don't know. But what I've got here in my pre-shuffle, just on the surface energy, when I pull outside the soulmate cycle, I have got an Ace of Pentacles, which, as we know, is the energy here of December. It's solid new beginning. So when it comes to singles, you're only looking for quality, right? When it comes to someone new, you're not going to go through that hell again. You're not going. You don't want Jaws 2, okay? You don't want a sequel or so, and I don't think you get one. I really don't, especially if you've learned that lesson of self-worth, because crossing this Ace of Pentacles here, solid new beginning, is the Three of Wands. It's my flux capacitor card, and it's lit. You're right on the edge of something brand new. I mean, it's the way I can look at it. Also, I can flip that energy and say, this Three of Wands tells me you'll look at new horizons. You're looking for something different than what you usually end up with, because that probably hadn't been working for you too well. Underneath that is the Six of Pentacles. You're looking for equal give and take, and that energy is around you. All of this energy is the surface energy. The King of Wands is right here. Okay, there's that ego, the runner type, the Burger King, gotta have it their way, and crossing that is the Nine of Cups. You know, what you once thought was your, you know, emotional fulfillment. This is sort of what you're used to. A lot of you is this type of person here. Yeah, what the kids sometimes call a player type energy. All right, you're using. It's what I told you already. You're using your intuition now, the High Priestess. And working past that, I got the High Priestess crossed by Temperance. I mean, you guys have really come up in your energy. The Hangman, you got a new perspective. I mean, I can keep going and going, but the King of Swords is bookending the Ace of Pentacles here and this rather deep pre-shuffle. That is someone who's only looking for the real deal. The energy is around you for the real deal to be around you. I tell you all this because you still need to be able to spot the real deal from a bullshit artist. You know, and I think you can if you use your intuition. If you allow that energy, that higher vibration of yours to do its job. Don't overthink. I don't see any Eight of Swords in here, so I don't see anybody doing that. This is just the surface energy. So let's see what's coming towards you. Let's find out. All right, give me a singles read, universe. Let's fly outside the soulmate cycle. In the soulmate cycle, like I tell you on every Friday reading or weekly reading, you're all stuck in a room together. You know, it's very easy to pull a general reading for that. It's a little trickier with a singles read because you're all your own individual little solar systems. So I keep it fairly general. I have to. But we'll see. Let's see what's coming towards you here. I don't know if I'm going to split this reading or not. I have no idea yet. Let's find out. I'm not done shuffling. All right. Here we go. A little bit of divine timing involved. Bottom of the deck, the overall energy of the cards that are going to fall on the table. And I'm going to pull a 4-card reading here. So the 2 bookends and then the 2 in the middle cross each other. This is divine timing energy. This can play out any number of ways here. This could play out as if there's a party you don't want to go to, and your inclination is to decline. Perhaps you allow your intuition to take over. Like your intuition is saying, well, maybe I should go, but I don't want to go. I would go. Okay? You'll have to be able to tell the difference between your intuition and your brain. Your brain will overthink it. Your intuition is a burst of energy. It lasts about maybe 2 seconds on the top side. All right? So if you feel like you should go, but you don't want to go, maybe you should go. It's sort of like that. If you feel like you should go, but you're thinking you don't want to go, you should definitely go. All right? You do what you want to do. I'm just telling you, there's divine timing in play about whatever's going to fall on this table here. Yeah. Moving you in a new direction, allowing you to let go of something. 2 of Wands. This is also setting the intention to do something. You should be inclined to put yourself out there, get some static energy on you. There's a lot of serendipity in play. Can I put it that way? A little fortuitous meetings, crossing paths with somebody. You could be at the farmer's market. It could be while you're Christmas shopping. It could be at a party. It could be at work. I don't know. It's going to vary for all of you. 4 cards across the top. Just, that's very important energy. That's the environmental energy around you. It's lucky. Okay? Serendipitous a little bit. Let's go. The Death card. I love it. That's a good card to have here. That's transformation. That's a rebirth kind of energy, but it's just showing me some transformation. Also, it's showing me new types coming around you. Again, no more of those King of Wands, although they will be mixed in. But new types coming towards you. Okay, what's the next card? 10 Cups. Jesus Christ. It's going to be one of those douche commercial readings, isn't it? Animals coming up to you in the forest, talking to you. What's crossing the 10 of Cups before I riff on that? 4 of Wands. I mean, it's just getting stupid here. Okay, it is. Put yourself out there. Make sure, if you're somebody who locks themselves away in the house or something, just get out, do something. All right, don't leave the package for the postman to take it to the post office. You can meet somebody at the post office. I don't know. All right, there's just that kind of energy around. 4 of Wands crossing the 10 of Cups is the real deal. Again, these two together basically equal that Ace of Pentacles that we saw that was crossed by the 3 of Wands in the pre-shuffle. It's nice. There's something very different coming your way. What is bookended the Death card? Oh, for fuck's sake. Good Lord. Good Lord Almighty. It's judgment. My God. You're attracting soul. I told you in the Q1 reading, which I hope everybody watched, first quarter of 2023, January, February, March. And I'll write a blog article on it to talk a little bit about the astrology and why that reading came out the way it did. There's a hole in the soulmate wall. Imagine the soulmate cycle has a wall around it. There's a hole that's in it now. And new soulmates are flowing in. And what I've got here is I've got a lot of them coming your way. This is transformation. This is Phoenix rising from the ashes type energy. It's an energy of resurrection. You've got people from the past showing up in your present. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean your past here in this life. It could be past life people. It's an indication with these two energies that soulmates are coming your way. People you'll really connect with. Okay? And these are good, solid people. These are really nice. And it's crossing the 10 of Cups. Now, the 10 of Cups has a warning attached to it when it's with a 4 of Wands. This can be a whole lot of fairyland. You have to pay attention to what I said in the pre-shuffle about that High Priestess. Let your intuition drive. Okay? And that High Priestess was crossed by Temperance. That's Archangel Michael. Okay? It's truth. It's balance. It is communication as well. But you've got to your vibrations are all much higher now. Use that. You'll be able to spot the King of Wands and not go through, have your own little jaws too, and go through it again. All right, with somebody who's going to run from you. Nobody will ever be able to do that to you again if you learn the lesson and get in the Empress energy, because the Empress doesn't fucking give a shit if somebody takes off. Fine, there'll be somebody else right around the next corner, and I'm excited to meet them. That's what the Empress says. All right, let's grab the witches and let's do some clarifying here. This is wild. This is incredible. This is incredible. Okay. Dare I say, if I were the predictive type, you're about to meet somebody really good. Okay? If you put yourself out there. This divine timing energy, this serendipitous energy, it requires you to put in some effort. The energy is there. It goes to that biblical saying, God helps those who help themselves. Well, it's just talking about energy. You know, even if you manifest, you know, you can put it out there, but you then need to take positive steps forward to help the universe out with making that happen. You can't just put it out there, say you want to meet somebody, and then sit home all day locked in a small room with nobody ever coming in. You can't, you know, you're not helping. The energy's there, but you're not using it. All right, so keep that in mind. But this is, dare I say, something really spectacular is about to happen. Mixed in with the spectacular, though, will be some King of Wands. Spot them quick, be that King of Swords, and cut them out real quick. No bullshit. If you're high vibration, you spot low vibration people very quickly, and you just don't even deal with it. All right? Let's talk to the witches. Let's go. Tell me about this death card. I'm going to clarify. Let me get these out of the way. Put them over there. Tell me about the death card. Why is the death card here? This is very interesting. We're going to go pretty deep here. I'm going to take it pretty deep. All right, we'll see. All right, let's see where we go here. Tell me about the death card. Okay, all right. Oh, fuck me. Are you fucking serious? What the hell? Who are you? Seriously. What is going on? It's justice crossing the death card. Are you kidding me? Again, I said, dare I say, if I was a predictive type, which I don't, it's hard to be in a general reading, but there's something really good coming here. You get some justice on something. I mean, it's a balanced energy. It's nice. It's very different from what you're used to. These soulmates that are coming in through the hole in the runner wall, if you will, because your connection with the runner is very, very strong. Those of you that are part of the soulmate cycle watching the soulmate readings. I realize these singles reads have a separate audience that doesn't watch those. But for those of you that watch the soulmate readings, your tie with that runner is very strong. It blocks out any energies that are slightly lower, right? Slightly weaker, shall we say. But now with the hole in the wall, they can get through. And what's getting through are things that are very different from what you're used to. So don't let that scare you. Okay, these are balanced energies. Some of these energies here, some of these people you may meet, one in particular, may seem too good to be true. Don't think like that. Listen to your intuition. Shut your damn brain down. All right? Pay attention to what somebody says. Pay attention to their actions, because that speaks louder than words. But try not to get in your head that notion of, well, don't be cynical, is what I'm saying. Okay? Cynicism never gets anybody anywhere. You need to be neutral. Stay neutral. And then you'll always know the truth. You'll always see what's going on very clearly. If you're cynical, you're skewed to one side. You're skewed to the negative. So somebody needs to prove to you that they're not bad. That's not an attitude you want to have if you're single. You just want to be neutral. Let people show you who they are. Don't automatically say, well, have some kind of gauntlet that they need to run to prove to you that they're not shit. That's not the way to do it. That's the way a lot of those people you see on dating shows do it. And that's why they're on dating shows, and that's why they stay single a long time. What's on top? It's very bad energy. Hey, Jesus Christ, are you serious? It's not reversed, I'm sorry. It's 8 of Wands. Jesus. Make sure you get out in this energy. This is forward-moving energy. This is something that moves you forward. It balances your energy. Nice balanced person coming towards you. You'll be able to spot them. You'll have your options. What's the center card? It's red with justice. Oh my God. Ace of Cups, and cup floweth. is the energy around this. You can see the flow of the water on it. Emotions flow, and this is somebody who will, because this is forward movement and this is communication, this is somebody who will tell you how they feel right up top. All right? But, so maybe all of these people will. Maybe they all tell you how they feel right up top. So how does your high vibration help you there? Well, it helps you there by what you want to pay attention to. It's the same thing we pay attention to in business. If somebody's a little too eager to sell something, there's something fishy about it, right? They're a little too eager. You know, they're all shifty-eyed, looking around. Yeah, just buy the car. Sure, just take it. You know, it's like that kind of, no. What's the hurry, right? So if somebody's sharing their emotions with you a little too much, too many compliments, okay, then that's something that should set off your spidey sense and your intuition, all right? This right here, what you're looking for is smooth energy. Something that's very smooth. You have a nice smooth conversation and not too complimentary, and they do share how they feel. You're not questioning, well, does this person like me or not? No. You got smooth energies coming towards you, and you'll have other energies that share too much. Avoid the ones that share too much. Too much eagerness is a bad sign. It's kind of devil energy. It's like overcompensating for something or hiding something, if you will. You hide it with a bunch of words, right? Just keep talking and nobody will ask questions. It's like that. What's red with the Eight of Wands? Look at that. Where we started. The Ace of Pentacles. That's red with the Eight of Wands. It's, I mean, just everything I've already said. Just pay attention to what I said. There's an energy around you, and I'm going to tell you, I keep going back to it. It's very, very lucky. I'm going to say lucky because you know what the word luck means. Everybody, I say luck, you know what I mean by luck. This is really, really fortuitous energy for sure. Just all I can say is just put yourself out there. Make sure you're getting some static energy on you. Static energy is other people checking you out, have the ability to look at you. No matter what, it's good. And it happens whether you realize it or not. It happens when we put ourselves out there. And we put ourselves out there with not self-focused energy, because that creates kind of a force field that bounces other people's energy off, but an energy of confidence, the energy of the Empress, an energy of knowing your self-worth. That radiates out, and that absorbs the static energy from other people that's coming from them. You know, even if you don't know they're checking you out. It benefits you. It raises your vibration. It helps. You need both. Energy requires reciprocation to flow. So if all you have is self-worth and you keep to yourself, as I've told you last year for those of you that were here, you end up becoming arrogant. You end up becoming an entitled fuckwit, because all you're doing is reminding yourself how great you are over and over and over again without any energy from the outside able to get in. There's no reciprocation there. There's no flow. It all just becomes, well, it becomes most of what society is, a little bit self-absorbed. Let's talk about this Ten of Cups, which does have a little warning attached to it. This might be where we get some shade, believe it or not. The Ten of Cups can be a whole lot of fairyland, rainbows, right? All that rainbows, unicorns, all that kind of stuff. You have the potential for happiness if you choose correctly or choose wisely or know what you're looking for, know what you're not looking for. Take the advice I already gave around this death card and all of its clarifiers. But let's see what the universe has to say about this Ten of Cups. Because for some reason it feels ominous to me. It feels like a devil. I'm drawn to the background, which is the same as the devil card on this deck. Let's see. Why is the Ten of Cups here? Why? Yeah. I'm close. I called it pretty much right. It's crossed by the Seven of Wands. Okay? Yeah. You got, this is Kenny Rogers. Right? This energy here, you got to know when to fold them, know when to hold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run. Okay? It is. You're going to have to use your intuition, because everybody coming towards you is going to seem great. They actually are. There's actually these new energies that are coming in through that little hole in the wall. These new soulmates, they're all going to seem better than what you're used to. You've got to pay attention. You got to be neutral. Let people show you who they are. You keep the high ground. Sort it all out. That's what he's doing. He's keeping these sticks wands, if you will, at bay so he could get an assessment of what's going on, right? It's like if you were in a dangerous situation and you were one person surrounded by 6 other people and you had a big stick in your hand, you could stretch that stick out and kind of keep them back. Stay back, stay back. It gives you a chance to figure out a plan and figure out what to do. It allows you to assess who's surrounding you. It's the same energy. Same frequency of energy plays out differently in different situations. The same frequency of energy, believe it or not, of you getting surrounded in an alley by 6 people and needing to kind of sort out who's who and who's what, is the same energy as you going to a party in hot shorts, right? Little short shorts, and everybody checking you out, everybody wanting to come up and get a piece of that. It is exactly the same energy. You are technically in danger at that point. The same frequency. That's why energy reading is tricky. That's why you got to have, if you're an energy reader, you got to have a lot of life experience to be able to tell the difference between danger and just, oh, I need to sort this out because all these fuckers want to bang me. You know, that kind of thing. So, that's a very important energy to understand. But what's on top? The Ten of Wands. That's a strange energy to read. There's guilt energy attached to it. I don't know why. Avoid, the easiest thing I can tell you is stay neutral. There's a tendency here, some of these energies coming towards you are going to have sob stories of some kind, or you may have something in common, like you both had a runner or something like that. Try to avoid falling for a sob story. Try to avoid feeling sorry for somebody. That's not a reason to trust someone, okay, because you feel sorry for it. And a lot of people fall for that. A lot of people get sucked up with the wrong person, or sucked off by the wrong person, either or, whatever you want to say, because they, you know, they feel bad, they kind of feel bad for them or something. Don't. Stay neutral. Center card, red with this 7 of Wands. Strength. Yeah. Again, what did I just tell you? Rewind. I just described you surrounded in an alley by 6 people. Keep them at bay. Yeah, strength. That's what it is. Keep your wits about you. Okay? They're all going to seem great. But that's the thing with the 10 of Cups. It cuts both ways. It's a whole lot of fairyland. Okay? Or it's the real deal. There is, I know because the 4 of Wands is crossing it, the real deal potential. With probably more than one of these. Okay? There's multiple energies coming towards you. I can't tell you how many. You're all different. I mean, some readers might say there's 8 wands here, so there's 8 of them. That's complete bullshit. Anybody ever says that, just shut off their fucking channel, because that's just bullshit, straight up. It really is. It's not how tarot works. It's not how fucking energy works. It's just what it is. But it does indicate, because the 8 wands is here, multiple people opening up to you, which is why, again, pay attention to the advice, or the suggestions, I should say, I made around this line of cards here. All right? You got the high ground. Sort it out. Stay neutral. What's red with the 10 of Wands? The High Priestess. Come on. Why am I your second favorite energy reader? That's from the pre-shuffle. We've been talking about using that High Priestess, which was crossed by Temperance in the pre-shuffle. Use your high vibration. Your high vibration allows you to be a human lie detector. Spot the good from the bad. Spot the rainbow unicorn people from the real deal. And it does that when you allow yourself to be neutral. It's the only way it can work, because the brain's going to get in the way. So just let people show you who they are. All right? And just look at them. View them all. Anybody who comes towards you who's interested in you, or who's even just talking to you. View them from a lofty perspective. Keep them at bay so you can observe them and see who they are. Just like if you were surrounded in an alley by 6 people, keeping them at bay. What you're trying to figure out is which one can you take out first. That's what you're trying to figure out. Spoken like a true martial artist, aren't I? But that's what my training teaches me. Buy yourself a little time to figure out which one you can get down with first. You do the quick ones first, and you save Andre the Giant for last. All right? Because that one's going to be the tricky one. So it's a process of elimination is what I'm telling you. And if you're neutral, you can do that. Avoid guilt trips. I don't know why there's so much guilt around that 10 of Wands, but there really is. Okay? You might have some sob stories. Everybody got a sob. Isn't that true, though? You watch reality shows, even those cooking shows on Food Network, right? The game show things, whether they're baking, Bake Off, this and that. There's always one, isn't there? There's always one with the sob story. And they got to give this sob. Well, I baked this cupcake because my daddy lost his toe in a tragedy. I mean, it's just fuck off. Just tell me about the damn cupcake. Tell me how you made the cupcake, okay? I don't need your fucking sob story. It just, you know, you're not going to guilt the judges into anything because everybody knows the producers pick who wins anyway. Anyway, the Four of Wands, the judges don't have shit to do with it. Four of Wands, why is it here? Jesus Christ. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got here. Four Wands. This is now we're done with the warnings and the shit, and this is nice. This is just talking about soulmates upon soulmates upon, but this is incredible energy. Let's go. I try to be thorough with you with these readings. I know a lot about people and human nature, so I try to share it with you so that you know about it. Because you'd be surprised, my observations, most people go through life the wrong way. They go against energy. They make friends and trust people and love people and marry people for all the wrong reasons. It's absolutely true. You will find video after video on that from real deal psychologists all over the internet. Videos like you'll probably marry the wrong person. Most people do. They get it because they're just living their, but really it's energetic. It has nothing to do with psychology. They're just doing it wrong. They just don't realize that it's not about the brain. The brain is used by most people for the wrong reasons. It's like using a screwdriver when you need a wrench. The brain just processes. It processes things. And it has some memory storage. It processes things. That's it. Use it to process. Don't think about emotions. Separate the two. Emotions and logical thought. You separate them. In the middle is you being neutral, using your intuition. You can't lose. You'll know who's who, and you won't fall for any sob stories. Why is the Four of Wands here? I'm still shuffling. I'm running out of shit to tell you. Oh. What's that heart song? Magic Man, right? Ooh, Magic Man, right? It's the magician. Generally, I would say it's a card of illusion, but it's kind of a hint from the universe because this is crossing the Ten of Cups. I'm trying to find the best way to explain it. What the universe is trying to say here, what the energy says, is that you have to be very careful, okay? Just pay attention to what I said over here. Because, again, it's that energy of you might think that you're going to have several good ones that come towards you. You might think that they're too good to be true. Okay? They may even have a story that sounds like complete bullshit to you. And it's not. Give them a chance. Alright? That's all I can say about that. I can say in another layer of energy, you have all the tools you need to make sure that it's really a Four of Wands possibility. But, you know, really the energy is somebody's going to seem very too good to be true. You might lose yourself in it. Be careful about that. What's on top? Yeah, the Hangman. Slow your roll. Slow your roll. That's what it says. Alright? Also, with the Hangman there, along with the Magician card, this may happen very suddenly. You may meet someone really awesome very suddenly. If you meet someone, let's say you met someone at the grocery store or something like that, right? Or online. It doesn't matter. But let's just use the grocery store as an example because that would be rather odd and sudden. If you find yourself thinking about them a lot on the way home and feeling something, that means something, okay? But yeah, this is also just slow your roll. Center card, red with the Magician, the King of Wands, yeah. Believe it or not, the right person, we'll just call it that, out of the multiple people that are coming towards you, the right person is going to seem to you like a bullshit artist. And that's why all this is tricky. That's why it's important that your vibration is higher. Because as your vibration gets higher, which for all of you it has, you become more attractive. Empress energy is very attractive. Everybody wants to hit that shit. Can I phrase it like that? And everybody can't. Otherwise you'll run in a train at the party or at the grocery store or whatever. You're not going to do that. So it's just try not to be cynical, try to stay neutral, okay? But it's saying here, what's really funny is it's sort of like that Magician energy. The one that's actually the best of anything that comes towards you is going to feel to you, is going to make you feel the same way the Burger King made you feel, except they're not going to run. Okay? Because this is transformational energy. It transforms this card. It's red with the King of Wands. So you're going to feel, High Priestess, feel the same way you felt about the runner. Okay? Allow that energy to flow. All right? Even though that may scare you at first because of what happened. Don't hold what happened with someone else against someone new. Believe it or not, that's what about 80% of people do as well. I hear all the dating horror stories from my friends. All she talked about all night was her goddamn ex who cheated on her and fucking whatever. You know, yeah, no. Don't do that. You're going to feel the same way the runner made you feel. All right, and that may freak you out a little bit, but this energy's different. What's red with the Hangman? So slow your fucking roll. Page of Swords with the Hangman. Yeah. It's a spying energy. It doesn't mean they're going to be spying on you in this case. It just means view everyone that approaches you from a lofty perspective, and you'll know. You'll know. Okay? Spy their energy. Let them show you who they are. It's basically repeating that. People show you who they are. But you can't be skewed negative or positive. It's like when I pull these readings. I'm in a neutral place. I sit in my kestrel field I used to sit in when I was a kid. And while the whole time I'm doing these readings, I'm watching kestrels hunt. They used to hunt the grasshoppers in the field. They had high grass, and the grasshoppers would sit on top of the high grass, and they'd come in. They're the only falcon that, or bird, well, not bird of prey, but the only falcon that hovers. So they hover over the grasshopper, and it's real cool, and then they just pick it off like that. See, I'm not here. I just described to you where I am when I'm talking about all this. You need to be kind of like that. Find a neutral place for yourself. If you don't know how to be neutral, find your own kestrel field equivalent. Whatever it is. Usually something from childhood is the way to go. Because they're innocent memories, right? They don't have a lot of bad things attached to them, generally speaking. Even if you had a bad childhood, you may have had a place you went. You know, a safe place or whatever. That kind of thing. Judgment. Let's go. So, I've watched this reading a couple of times. The universe has a lot of good, energetic advice for you. It ain't me talking. I mean, I'm sharing my life experience. I'm translating the energy which comes into me as emotion. But there's some good advice here for how to just deal with people in life in general. You know, it's not just, it's real easy just to tell people, flow with the energy. Well, what the fuck does that mean? It means everything I've told you here. As long as you're neutral, you're flowing with the energy. Don't be cynical and don't be overly optimistic either. You know, you're not flowing with the energy if you do that. So, all right, let's go. Judgment. Tell me about it. Why is it here? This is a powerful energy. Dare I say the world is attached to this? I'm not saying the world's going to come out. I'm saying it's so powerful. It's like an energy all unto itself. It's very strange. Yeah, this is why. It's crossed by the Ten of Pentacles. Again, I have the Judgment is red with the Death card. The Death card had Justice crossing it. I have to consider those energies when I come over here. As a lot of you got hurt pretty bad in your runner soulmate cycle connection, right? You thought, some of you still, even to this day, for some of you it's past tense, but for some of you still to this day, you think that's the only person for me. You know, that kind of thing. I beg to differ, okay? Something here is about to happen, probably in the first quarter of 2023. But it can happen around the holidays here just as easily because we're going out to parties and meeting people and things like that. But something's about to happen here that brings you some justice. It is a phoenix rising from the ashes energy. It's very transformative for you, and it leads you to this. And why the Ten of Pentacles is important here is because the card before Judgment is the Four of Wands, and that is the freeway to the Ten of Pentacles. Okay? So this is all very important, what I said here as well. All right, what's on top of Judgment? King of Pentacles, stability. It's just a fucking stable energy on crack. Everybody loves, in certain context, this context is one of them, everybody loves the King of Pentacles. It is It is a nice energy. It's a generous energy. Again, for some of you, these energies coming towards you, one or two in particular, will probably, dare I say, restore your faith in yourself, in people, in love, whatever. Center card, red with the 10 of Pentacles, our little golden retriever there. 7 of Swords. Look at that. There it is. That's again, it's about understanding and spotting the deception. But it's a warning as well that ties, because the center cards all tie together. In the center cards, because of my reading, look, in the center cards I talked about people share, these energies that come towards you share how they feel. They don't run. It's different from what you're used to. Some will share too much. Learn how to spot the bullshit. Right here is strength. Again, don't fall for a sob story is sort of around that. Strength is with the red with the 7 of Wands up here. Keep your high ground. Sort things out. Stay neutral. Again, it's about spotting bullshit. Same thing here. This is about spotting, in this case, spotting bullshit within yourself. Not allowing yourself to run away from something that feels like something that ran away from you and that hurt you. It's not the same energy. All right? So it's kind of a warning, and it makes sense because you don't have light without shade. These aren't all, in every instance here, they aren't all roses and rainbow cards. What's the card that's red with the King of Pentacles? He came back. The Magician, which automatically ties this row, this entire row, to this 4 of Wands, which is tied because it's the pathway to the 10 of Pentacles to it anyway. So the Magician was crossing here again. The Magician, this energy, the universe keeps telling you, and it's telling you over and over again, if you feel the same way you felt about the runner, and you will, it'll feel eerily similar to you. That's definitely the pick of the litter of the quantity that are coming towards you. Okay? When you're a higher vibrational person, which most of you have become, everybody's interested in you. All right? Everybody wants to hit that shit. You have to pay attention to what I said here. Pay attention to what I said here. Just pay attention to this whole fucking reading. Be sure you're not, and I'm going to pull, just for fun, I'm going to pull on that 7 of Swords before we go here. Tell me about the 7 of Swords. Okay? Don't run away from your own magic. Is kind of what this is saying here in a strange way. You could reject this because it feels like a King of Wands. All right? And that's the way the universe works sometimes. A lot of you have put out a manifestation that you want your runner or someone better. Right? Well, in order to give you someone better, there's going to be some qualities, some at least soul qualities of that runner in there. Right? All right, let's see. Let's see here. Why is the King of Wands, not the King of Wands. Why is the 7 of Swords here? Tell me about the 7 of Swords. We're going to clarify one of the clarifiers. Why is the 7 of Swords here? If for no other reason than I cross-check my work, and I'm right. The 7 of Pentacles. Right here, the 7 of Swords crossed by the 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles is our overall energy on the reading. There's a lot of, it may seem too good to be true, and you may, if you allow too much of your brain to come into play, your brain, your ego tries to protect you. Your soul is all about love and emotion, and those emotions, if the brain can keep them in check, that's fine. But most people go too far, and the brain will shut things down. It'll say, no, 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 you don't want this. Be careful about that. Try to stay as neutral as possible. As your vibration gets higher, it'll be more and more important for you to stay as neutral as possible. What's on top? 6 of Swords. Look at that. That's backwards. Again, why is that important? 7 of Swords to the 6 of Swords. When you feel the urge to run, stop yourself. Turn in the other direction. Turn away from running. These two are going in two different directions. He's going this way. He's going this way. Check yourself before you wreck yourself kind of energy. All right? Make sure you're being neutral. Make sure you pay attention to what I said all over this reading. It's obviously very important or it wouldn't have come in. Why is the 6 of Swords here? Victory. Again, what did I say? 6 of Wands. Victory. 2 6s here. Again, when this energy feels too good to be true, I can feel it here. It will feel too good. You will know. You will know when it's just somebody you would bang and they're kind of, yeah, they're telling you how they feel and it's kind of, You'll know when it's this energy. This is the energy that we used to kind of call the brown dwarf around here in the single readings, right? This mystical star that's way out in space that nobody can see, but we can feel its gravity, we know it's there, kind of a thing like that. Again, it's a check yourself before you wreck yourself. If you get the urge to run away from it because it's too good to be true and it feels like the Burger King, that runner that hurt you, stop. Turn around, give it a chance, slow down a little bit, right? Slow your roll. We know that this whole row is tied to this row from the Magician because it's actually victory. All right, this King of Pentacles is actually victory for you. And it's something you've waited for. It's victory after a long battle energy here. It's something you've waited for. Something you might have prayed for or manifested for. And sometimes when that happens, it can be a little scary. It can be a little too good to be true. A lot of people pray to win the lottery. And when they actually win, it's fucking scary. It's scary to all of a sudden to have options that you never had before. What if I make a mistake? You know, any rich person will tell you that. You know, poor people wish that they were rich, but rich people, their biggest fear is losing it all. So they tend to be really cheap, actually, because of that. So, you know, I told you about a friend of mine. He's an heir, billion dollar fortune, an heir to a $1 billion fortune. Probably got $10 million at any time he can access. Came out from Hawaii, was in town, wanted to visit me, hadn't seen me since 1996, so figured, hey, I'll give Steve a call. We went out and had a pizza. We split the bill. He actually didn't buy me a pizza. We split the bill. All right? And I don't have a ton of money. I certainly didn't at the time that he came out to visit. It's just the way it is. So, again, it may seem too good to be true. You might get a little stingy with it. Be cool. You can afford the whole pizza here. Slow your roll. I've given you everything I've got here in the energy. That's what's here. Do I think you're going to meet somebody new? I think you're going to meet a lot of somebody news between now and the end of March. And that's the first quarter of 2023. I mean, I think you're going to meet a lot of somebody news. I think new soulmates are coming in like crazy. My Q1 reading showed it with a flock of geese on that damn lover's card. It wasn't just two. And right here, you're going to have to separate the wheat from the chaff. The only way to do it is the way I've described it to you here with neutrality. So watch this reading a few times if you need to, if it resonates with you. It should. If you're here, you're supposed to be here. All right? That's it. I don't have any stories about stagecoaches pulling up or somebody offering you, you know, some kind of thing. Nobody could do that. That's not what energy is. That's not what energy reading is. But you got a lot of energies coming towards you, I can tell you that. And life-changing shit here for sure. It's definitely, in 2023, there's a lot of change happening. So, get used to it. Try not to doubt it too much. Try to stay neutral, and that's the only way you go with the flow. All right? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If I helped one person with this reading, truly, I have done my job, karmically speaking. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right, good luck.